our next segment, we introduce you to India's upcoming star Radhika Madan. In an exclusive interview with WION, the 28-year-old actor shares what Independence Day means to her and how Indian cinema has made a global impact in the last few years.
And we are here with Radhika. Radhika!
Yeah.
After so long. After so long. Yes, okay. It's a very thrilling day because we are gonna be playing games.
I
This is
love
for
it.
you.
Oh, like I can play any game.
Any game.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And I'm gonna win stuff, huh?
Let's see. Let's see.
I think let's do this. Paint right.
No.
Ooh. Did you feel it? No,
I felt it.
You felt it?
Yeah. Okay, what do you have to do?
Like what? The dinosaurs?
Who do we fire?
Like the helicopters?
Who are we firing?
The helicopters, right?
No, dinosaurs. Why are we? Oh my God. Okay. How competitive are you?
I'm pretty competitive. Like, हाँ, मैं तो हूँ.
अच्छा, लेकिन जीत तो मैं रही हूँ. Like I am winning it. I won!
All I can say is कि हार के जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, if you say
We
so.
still have like a few more games.
This one I won. Okay, now tell me, aren't you already used to playing with guns? You do it with real guns, right?
Not the real fake bullets.
Fake
Yeah.
bullets, but
Yeah.
when you hold it, they are real guns, and you have done so many films where you're shooting, hitting people like literally.
I think kutte really helped me. Really helped me because I remember that was the first time I was using a real gun. And I was like, okay, so by the time I did Sasbo and Flamingo, I got a hold.
Ah, okay. Okay, what is the next game that you want to play?
Pool.
Year has been amazing for Indian cinema. Yes. And people have finally taken a note of what amazing films India makes.
Correct.
And we are not talking about Bollywood, all over India. And now your film is going all over and traveling, and you are traveling. Tell me how, when you meet people at film festivals, what has been your conversations with them, their perspective of Indian cinema?
Okay, I think like when you go with films like Sana or Mard, I think these are the only two films I've traveled with. First impression of Bollywood is always like, okay, music and dancing and all of that. But surprisingly, this time when I went, it wasn't that.
Changed.
It was like, you know, I saw this film, that film. It started off with Lunchbox, I think. They were mentioning the Lunchbox and a lot of other films. And I was like, okay, so it's not, they are also beginning to understand that we are not just about singing and dancing. I think your perspective really changes when you interact with people from all over the world.
So, one person we were talking about is Irfan Khan. Yeah. When you look back, working with him, and how does it does it has a void inside, but you're so lucky that you have worked with him, and a void right now that we do not have him.
Yeah, I think I was too young and naive, and I was so scared at that point to prove myself. And I was being sensitive to his health that I didn't interact with him much. It was so sad. I used to observe him a lot, but in terms of the conversations, I always felt that of course I'm gonna talk to him, but later on, let me prove myself.
What does the word freedom mean to you?
Freedom actually for me is when you're not thinking about the brand Radhika or the image Radhika or the social media presence. Freedom for me is actually being comfortable in your own skin, owning your flaws.
Have your grandparents ever told you stories of partition? Because my grandfather used to tell me a lot of stories those days.
I think my grandfather told me that so we are from Multan, which is there in Pakistan, and he had his house there, home there, and during the partition, they had to travel to India, and they didn't have any place to live, and he started from the scratch. So I know about that story.
That's why I didn't want to play pool, because it's never.
Thank you guys. It was lovely playing with you. हार के जीतने वाले को बाजीगर नहीं कहते हैं.
Okay, and that's it.
Thank you.
That's it. If we start playing all the games, this interview will never get over.
Yes.